Hi, I'm Akshaya, Senior Dietitian from Paleto Nutricare, Chennai. In this video, I'll talk about the importance of vitamin D and how essential it is for our body's functioning. Vitamin D is one of the most important micronutrients that we all need for optimal health throughout our life. Exposure to sunlight is a primary source of vitamin D. It is also available from some non-vegetarian and vegetarian food sources. It is also available as a food supplement in the form of capsules and liquids. Optimal vitamin D levels are very essential to manage critical health conditions like type 2 diabetes, obesity and PCOS. It also helps in strengthening our bones, reducing inflammation, improving neuromuscular and immune function, and also aids in glucose metabolism. Let me explain you briefly about the role of vitamin D in these health conditions. In type 2 diabetes, vitamin D aids in glucose metabolism and insulin signaling. Also, it has the ability to reduce inflammation and improve pancreatic beta cells function. It stimulates insulin secretion on pancreatic beta cells and reduces insulin resistance through vitamin D receptors. Looking into polycystic ovary syndrome, vitamin D deficiency has been observed in about 75% of women with PCOS. Low vitamin D3 levels tend to aggravate the symptoms of PCOS, including insulin resistance, menstrual irregularities, infertility, hyperandrogenism and obesity. Vitamin D supplementation reduces ovulatory dysfunction and thereby improves the fertility in PCOS women. Therefore, vitamin D should be considered as a crucial component in the treatment of PCOS. In case of obesity, vitamin D can increase the levels of hormone leptin in our body. This hormone controls body fat storage and also triggers satiety, giving the feeling of fullness and thus lowering hunger levels. We all know the importance of calcium for our bone strength. But are you aware that vitamin D is crucial for enabling the body to absorb calcium? So, when vitamin D levels are very low, even if we take calcium-rich foods, the body may not be able to absorb it. Hence, vitamin D is very important for bone strength. We have written a blog which explains these mechanisms in detail, the link for which is attached in the description below. Levels of vitamin D3 below 10 nanograms per milliliter are considered to be severe deficiency, 10 to 20 are considered deficient, 20 to 30 reflects inadequate amounts of vitamin D, and levels above 30 to 100 nanograms per milliliter are considered to be optimal. In our diet consulting practice at Paleto Nutricare, we have observed that more than 80% of our customers have vitamin D deficiency, and the remaining people also have low levels of vitamin D. To get adequate amount of vitamin D, a 20 to 30 minute daily exposure to sunlight with minimal clothing is required. To achieve the required amount of vitamin D, at least 75% of your body has to be exposed to sunlight, which is practically impossible for most people. So, vitamin D supplements become essential. Instead of just taking vitamin D supplement, what we have found to be very beneficial is what we call as a vitamin D protocol. In this vitamin D protocol, we have recommended a combination of vitamin D, magnesium glycinate and vitamin K2 as MK7. Let me explain why. Like any vitamin or mineral, vitamin D cannot work without first being converted into a form that our body can absorb, which is called bioavailability. Magnesium plays a key role in determining how much vitamin D our bodies can make. The enzyme that converts vitamin D into its active form, calcitriol, cannot work without sufficient amount of magnesium to draw upon. Similarly, vitamin D3 ensures that calcium is absorbed easily, and vitamin K2 activates the protein osteocalcin, which integrates calcium into the bone. Without D3 and K2, calcium cannot do its job effectively. When balancing calcium and magnesium, the four nutrients calcium, magnesium, vitamin D and vitamin K2 performs an intricate process together with one supporting the other. However, vitamin D supplements should be taken only under medical advice and guidance because excess vitamin D becomes toxic to the body, leading to hypercalcemia. Serum vitamin D levels greater than 100 nanograms per milliliter is considered toxic. That is why in our diet consulting practice, we insist on a comprehensive blood test as a starting point for designing the diet protocol. Though sunlight is a primary source of vitamin D, some food sources also provide certain amounts of vitamin D like salmon, tuna, eggs, yogurt, spinach, kale, cheese and liver. However, getting enough vitamin D can be difficult through food sources alone. So, taking a supplement is most crucial for those deficient in vitamin D levels. For more details on the importance of vitamin D, please go through our blog, for which the link is given in the description below. Thank you.